So now the question is, do you want to guess? Exactly. Where do we put this breakpoint? Well, I think what we're looking at is probably a subcomponent. So when it came to our icon boxes, what we did was we had an icon box class, and then we had a subcomponent class in order to give it particular styling based on this instance of the box. In this case, we have a stacked hero section, but we want it to have particular styling for the icon boxes within it. And this styling isn't necessarily going to apply to all stacked hero sections. So let's add a subcomponent to the stacked hero section style sheet, and we'll add our styles in there, including our breakpoint. So we'll open up the stacked hero section partial, and we're going to create a new subcomponent. So we'll use the ampersand to pull the main class name in, which is the SMAX convention for establishing a subcomponent. And let's call this one, if we look at this for an identifier, we'll call this qualities. So qualities. And now within here, we can add our styles. So we want to adjust this so that at about 1,000 pixels, the width of the wrapper around these condenses down to a size that will only fit 2 icon boxes width-wise. So if we inspect this right now, and we look at the size of the icon box wrapper, right now the width is 612 pixels. So we can change the width of this to 612 pixels once we get past that 1,000 pixel breakpoint. So within our stacked heroes section qualities subcomponent, I'm going to go ahead and do a split screen here. We're going to set the width of the icon box wrapper. So let's add a class for that, icon box wrapper. And now first we'll set the styles for the small version. So this would be the mobile version, and we'll set its width to 612 pixels. And then we need to add a breakpoint with an @include. Then we'll do breakpoint, and we'll set it to 1,000 pixels. So if the browser is at least 1,000 pixels, we're going to set the width instead to auto, which will stretch it all the way across. And so to finish this off, we need to add this class to our subcomponent in our index.html file. So I'm going to do a search for qualities. Here we are. So we'll add the class here, stacked hero section qualities. All right, we'll save this and refresh in the browser. And now let's extend the browser. And it looks like our width is holding, although it's hugging to the left, which isn't quite what we wanted. And then once we hit that 1,000 breakpoint, we get all 4 in a row. So we go from 4 down to 2, which is what we want. But what we also want is for this to be centered. So let's do a check on what's going on there. So if we look at the icon box wrapper, we're setting the width, and we should be able to fix this by setting the margin to auto. So if we add margin left auto, margin right auto, then it gets centered. And now as we extend it, we get all 4 across, then down to 2. Okay, so let's add this to our styles. So here we have our small browser styles first. So we'll add margin left auto and margin right auto. We'll save it and refresh in the browser. And okay,